not compliment me, let's say he was in a hurry to leave and he goes off, and I get all upset and I create this massive drama that I'm never going to cook for you again, only to realize later that he was in some sort of an emergency, or he just forgot, or he didn't like the food as much, or it could be any reaction, right? One of the things to understand about the patriarchy is that all of this was created when men were here and women were here. At that time, all of this was very acceptable because the woman had no choice, right? It's all about working on yourself and making yourself so strong that either he stops doing it or you can start to live your life your way, where you can start to go out of the house and do the same if required, because you know what? It's no longer this, it's become this. But if it hasn't become that in your life right now, having any of these expectations is unfair, because you know what? There are no consequences to boundaries. If there are no consequences to boundaries, those boundaries mean very little. Then they are not boundaries, they are requests. And the energy of request is very different from the energy of setting a boundary. So I always say this: boundaries are set in equals and requests are made in unequals. So your job for 2022 is going to be one of raising yourself to the level where either he should be scared of losing you or of some sort of consequences if he does that. And if there are no consequences and there are no repercussions, expecting him to just want to do it because he wants to be nice to you is just unfortunately not how the patriarchy works. So I want to make this very real for you. I speak about boundaries all the time, but I also want to mention that boundaries only work if there are any consequences set. Today, if my husband had to do that to me, I would either do the same to him and he may not accept that, or he may not be comfortable, therefore he won't do it, or he values me too much today because it matters to him whether I exist in his life or not, because I'm a massive contributor to his life, right? So in some form, we have to increase our value in the life of our spouses for us to be respected and given that dignity that we know we deserve. But unfortunately, the generation that we are married into was not taught by their mothers or their surroundings that women are equal. They were taught that they are greater. The men are entitled. So I hope we don't make that mistake with our sons, and we make it very clear to them that, you know what, whatever rules are there for you is also there for your sister, or whatever rules are there for you will also work for your wife. So I think now it's all going to change, darling. Unfortunately, I think we are going to be the last generation to face such a severe patriarchal society. But expectations is normal human tendency, and that always hurts, although one is aware of it. Absolutely. So my concept on expectations is that not to change the expectation, because like you so clearly said, it's absolutely normal. We don't do it consciously. It happens to us. What do I mean when I say this? If I cook the whole day for my husband, in the evening when I serve him that food, I will expect him to have something nice to say to me for putting in the kind of effort I would have put in. So expectations, absolutely normal. But learning to handle your disappointments is as important as having the expectation. So when he will not compliment me, let's say he was in a hurry to leave and he goes off, and I get all upset and I create this massive drama that I'm never going to cook for you again, only to realize later that he was in some sort of an emergency, or he just forgot, or he didn't like the food as much, or it could be any reaction, right? So learning to manage other people's reactions is a huge part. So when I say we have to learn not to get hurt, what I mean is, okay, don't lose your expectation, because that is something natural. But when you do get hurt, how fast can you come back to managing that hurt and return to your equilibrium? Return to that place where you tell yourself, you know what, actually, why am I giving this person so much power to be able to control me? Why should he or she be able to upset me or hurt me? I want to be in charge of my own emotions. I want to be responsible for my own happiness. Okay, people are doing the best that they can with the limited understanding and resources and intelligence and experiences that they have. However, everyone is doing the best that they can. If they knew better, they would do better. And conversations like this in your head can help you maneuver your way back from hurt to love. And returning back to love, returning back to love, returning back to love. First it used to take me, I could do a cold war with my husband for 2 days, 3 days. Then it became 1 day, because as I became more and more mature, my ego started to reduce. And as my ego reduced, I could go with a fight for just 6 hours, then 3 hours, then 2 hours. Today it takes me about 15 minutes to recover from any sort of disagreement with my husband. Most of the time, I won't say all the time, but most of the time we are able to fix it in less than 15 minutes of any sort of disagreement. So it's possible. Okay, I want you to start to work with it and start to check and start to applaud. I remember in 2006 or 7, I had put a goal. We were going to Goa and I said, I'm going to come back. It was a 3-day trip. And I said, I'm going to come back without fighting with him on this trip. And I failed on day 3. And then I said one more trip was happening and I said, you know what, this time I'm going to return without fighting. No matter what, he can't make me. It doesn't matter what he will say. It doesn't matter. I'm going to manage it somehow. I'm not going to react. And again, I had a fight. And it took me, I think, 3 to 4 trips to reach that place where I was enough in control of this relationship, where it didn't matter what he said. I chose not to react. I would absorb it, take my 24 hours and come back as a discussion. And it took me time for that maturity, but you know what the beauty was? A time came where I was able to do this with everybody. And now today I can tell you, I'm not a puppet in anyone's hands. No one can make me fight with them. No one can make me angry. No one can make me upset. No one can hurt me without my permission. And I want all of us in 2022 to become that emotionally mature.